Good day. Welcome to Lesson 3 of Music Grade 8 for the second quarter. Lesson entitled Musical Instrument of East Asia. Lesson Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to recognize the different musical instruments of Japan, China, and Korea, explore ways of producing sounds on variety of sources that will simulate instrument being studied, draw possible improvised musical instrument, and develop creativity through searching possible materials in making classification of musical instruments according to Hornbach style such system. Number 1. Chordophone or the string instruments. Number 2. Aerophone or the woodwind instruments. Number 3. Membranophone or the percussion instruments. Musical instruments of Japan. Percussion instruments or the membranophone. Odaiko. Odaiko is a big drum. The Odaiko performance gives physical energy and sheer excitement. It is an integral part of many Japanese matsuri. Kyuzumi. Kyuzumi is an hourglass-shaped instrument. It has two varieties, the smaller Kotsuzumi and the larger Otsuzumi. These instruments are used in both no and kabuki performance. Churidaiko. Churidaiko is a large hanging barrel drum. The two mallets are used to play churidaiko on the other side only. Taiko. Taiko is a drum that has various sizes, and it is used to play a variety of musical genres. Musical instrument of Japan, string instruments or the chordophone. Koto. Koto is a 13-string zither. It is made of paulownia wood and about 2 meters long. It performs through plucking using a pick on the thumb and first two fingers of the right hand, while the left hand can be used to modify pitch and tone. Shamisen. Shamisen is a stringed instrument and performs through plucking. The strings stretch across a resonating body. The neck is fretless. Biwa. Biwa is short neck fret flute. This instrument is commonly used in narrative storytelling. Musical instruments of Japan, wind instruments or the aerophone. Shakuhachi. Shakuhachi is the most famous flute made from bamboo. It consists of 4 or 5 holes in the front face and thumb hole on the rear face. It was imported from China for gagaku. Nokan. Nokan is a bamboo flute and it is the only melodic instrument performed in No. The melody of this instrument has no specific pitch relationship with the melody of the chanting. Hichiriki. Hichiriki is one of the two main melodic instruments in Japanese gagaku music. It is a double-reed Japanese flute. Sho. Sho was introduced from China during the Nara period and it has free reed. Shinobu. Shinobu has a high-pitched sound and it's also known as takebu. Ryuteki. Ryuteki is a Japanese transverse flute made of bamboo and it literally means dragon flute. It is used in gagaku. China musical instruments. Yakin. Yakin is a moon-shaped flute with a shorter neck and 4 strings. It is used to accompany local operas. Pipa. Pipa is a 4-string flute with 30 frets and a pear-shaped body. It has extremely wide dynamic range and a remarkable expressive power. Ero. Ero is one of the most popular instruments in China. It is fiddle with 2 strings. This instrument can be performed as solo as well as in small ensemble or large orchestra, and by various ethnic groups. Yunlo. Yunlo is a set of 10 small tuned gongs mounted in a wood frame. It literally means cloud gongs or cloud of gongs. These instruments is generally equal in diameter, but different in thickness. The pitch depends on the thickness of the gongs. Sheng. Sheng is known as a Chinese mouth organ. It consists of 12 to 36 bamboo pipes. The pipe has a different length and it has a brass reed on the bottom and the hole that must be locked in order to make a sound. Dizi. Dizi is the traditional Chinese flute. It can have a membrane over an extra hole to give the rattle effect. To play dizi, the performer blow across the mouthpiece and to produce a different note by stopping the 6 holes found in the rod. Zeng. Zeng is an elongated trapezoid with 13 to 21 strings stretched over individual bridges. The range span of this instrument are 3 to 4 octaves. Tangling. The two small bells are made of high tin bronze. It is a coloring rhythmic instrument. Korean musical instruments. String instrument. Kayagum. Kayagum is a zither-like string instrument with 12 strings, but recent variants have been constructed with 21 or more numbers of strings. Jamungo. Jamungo is a traditional Korean string, black zither with bridges and frets. Haegum. Haegum has a 2-string vertical pedal. It has 2 silk string, rod-like neck, a hollow wooden soundbox. It is played vertically on the knee using with a bow. Korean musical instruments. Wind instrument. Piri. Its large and cylindrical bore makes it sound mellower than the other types of oboe. It is made of bamboo and performs both folk and classical music of Korea. Korean musical instrument. Percussion instrument. Chango. Chango is an hourglass-shaped body with 2 heads made from animal skin. Both heads produce sounds with different pitch.